Hello loves, it is Calm Journaling week 2 part 2 and I want to get through this really quickly so we can get to creating. And I do want to say this too. So I do this kind of intro to explain what I'm doing, to explain some thoughts, to kind of give that calm journaling process a little bit of leadway in. Some of you have said that you could do without the conversation at the front of the video. That's fine. I totally get that. Just fast forward to where I start creating. A lot of people like the talking. Some people don't like the talking. It's hard for me to make everybody happy, but for me, I want to kind of explain what I'm doing. And I think it helps, and I think it's also part of that calm journaling process and being able to connect with everybody in a really special way during this time. So, okay, for this piece, the background papers, this one and this one, the top kind of writing one and the vintage wallpaper one are actually going to be in the resource library for you to use if you want, as well as the clock that I used. Those three will be in the resource library available for you to use if you want to create something like this or create whatever you want. And then this is just magazine pages again, and I love using magazine pages this way because it's super fast and easy, and that's the point of calm journaling, to make it as easy as possible. I used Liquitex matte medium to put my papers down with. I used Lucas acrylic paints with some gesso for some of my highlights, like the blue sky, and kind of shadow this areas, the connecting areas of the papers, and then to add a little bit of additional color down here over the vintage wallpaper. And I used that clock for the sun because I thought it was perfect, because patience to me is about waiting and being in the moment, and it's perfect for right now because we all need a little bit more patience in everything that's happening. And that's why I thought the clock was appropriate for the sun. And then plants and growing and that kind of thing was also an act of patience. You know, we plant that seed and we have to wait for it to grow and bloom and all those kinds of things. And we are all just kind of in a waiting period right now, and we all need patience. And so that's the meaning behind what I put down. And then, of course, I wrote about what I need patience with and how I find patience and those kinds of things. And I kind of followed my skyline here to journal my pages. I used 2 stencils today. I used the daisy stencil and the modern 3 stencil, 6x6 stencil, and I used a reverse stenciling in the background to kind of give it a little bit of pattern and interest back there. And the daisy stencils, then I just painted in over it. I did use some new to me Arteza acrylic markers. I just got these, and so I'm excited to be able to kind of play with them. The colors are amazing. These are acrylic markers, which I love because you can use them just like paints. And I use those to kind of add some additional stuff for flowers. Posca pen for writing, and then my usuals, some soft pastels, some General's charcoal pencil, and China marker. I did come back in and do a little bit more white on there with the soft pastel because the China marker just wasn't bright enough for me. And that's it. Shaded the edge, and that's it. So thank you so much for sharing this journey with me, for all your positive, wonderful comments. So let's get creating.